So this is bias, certainly, but again, this is marketing and this is target marketing. And there's also positioning, which is a place a brand occupies in the customer's mind in relation to competing products. So once a target market has been identified and a product developed to meet the needs of the target, the next step is to position the product. So this is what they do. It involves designing and marketing a product to meet the needs of a target market, creating the appropriate appeals to make the product stand out from the competition. So marketers describe how a brand will be positioned in a positioning strategy statement. It is an important statement for the company and it involves a lot of activities. So the positioning strategy statement includes essential benefits offered to a customer and the desired image the brand hopes to instill in the customer's mind. So the strategy itself is fairly short in many cases, and the positioning strategy should be attractive to customers, distinctive from the competition, deliverable by a company. And as you can see here, an example an example of that position strategy statement is right there, which has got to do with Apple. Yeah, so positioning, brands are positioned in the context of competing brands, and marketers collect information about a brand's attributes and the attributes of its competitors. So this may include quality, variety, price, high or low, services offered, and so on. So marketers can certainly have a plot and on all brands on a positioning map, sometimes referred to as a perceptual map, as you can see here. Once plotted, a marketer can see where changes in the marketing strategy are necessary if a brand is to improve or alter its image. So head-on positioning, right? Certainly head-on positioning, this is part of when it comes to positioning. So there's different types. So all marketing activities revolve around what a company or brand wants the customer to understand about itself. So in head-on position, one brand is presented as an alternative equal to or better than another brand. So this may not be the leader in the market, but it wants to instill that thought in the customer's mind. So this strategy is usually initiated or started by a brand challenger or a competitor. So typically the number 2 brand in the market starts this kind of a campaign. So one approach for this strategy is to show people who declare they regularly use one brand actually choosing another brand. As it was, there was a famous campaign by Apple, and there was another famous campaign from Pepsi and Pepsi Cola. And there's brand leadership positioning. So brands that are market leaders can use their large market share to help position themselves in the minds of consumers. So marketing communications are designed to state clearly that the product is successful and a market leader and highly acceptable to a major of users. So here leaders usually share some common characteristics over competing brands. They have greater consumer awareness and household penetration, right? So in the debit and credit card market, Visa positions itself as a leader. Its most recent effort involves a global positioning market that is summed up in their tagline, where it says more people go with Visa. Next is product differentiation positioning. And in this strategy, it focuses right on the unique attributes or benefits of the product. So the features that distinguish one brand from another. So in Band-Aid, brand adhesive bandages compete with many other brands, but its uniqueness is what stands out, which is in this case super stick adhesive. Okay, so this is what they really wanted people to know. So they position themselves in this way. The next one is technical innovation positioning, a strategy that demonstrates continued technical leadership in a product category, right? Innovative companies make innovative products for sure, but they need to tell this all the time. So companies seek to project an image of continued technical leadership, will use this strategy to position themselves as representing the leading edge of technology. So all they have to do is positioning themselves by reiterating what they're doing on a regular basis. Next, you've got lifestyle positioning in crowded markets where brands are similar. Marketers develop communications based on the lifestyle of the target market. Right? So in this case, the addition of psychographic information has allowed marketers to develop marketing communications on the basis of the lifestyle of the target market. So this means that it's positioned to fit in or match the lifestyle of the user or to appeal to potential users in the basis of satisfying esteem needs. In the truck market, all the major brands such as Ford or Chevrolet or Ram appeal to the lifestyle of hardworking, outdoor-oriented, adventurous males. So the message here focuses on the strength and toughness of the vehicle. There's also repositioning, changing the place a brand occupies in the consumer's mind relative to competing products. Here in a competitive marketplace, the organizations in marketing must be ready to alter their positioning strategies. Here, sometimes it's unrealistic to assume that the strategy adopted initially will be appropriate throughout the whole life cycle of the product. So the products will be repositioned on the basis of the prevailing environment in the marketplace. So repositioning is defined as changing the place that a product occupies in the consumer's mind in relation to competitive products. So there are two primary reasons for repositioning or adapting a product. One is the marketing activities of a direct competitor may change, and two, the preferences of the target market may change. So marketers must continuously monitor these changes to reposition their product. And last but not least, segmentations and target process. The concepts of positioning and repositioning are important to understand. Potential marketers must realize that marketers do not position brands, consumers do. So once a brand's position has become set in a customer's or consumer's mind, there is little marketers can do to influence it, and change that can be effective tends to happen extremely slowly. So therefore, if a positioning strategy is working, a company should avoid the temptation to reposition or to change things, right? As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In most cases, this is what they do, right? But of course, in today's world, word of mouth plays a big part, and so does social media. Thank you. That is this for this chapter 6. Thank you.